Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. We're going to work in our cookbook journals. Okay, welcome back everyone. If you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you guys coming by. So, we are working in the cookbook journals, and I realize that you guys have not seen this cover finished. And then we've got this one. I'm going to explain a little bit about these cookbook journals. I've been wanting to do this for many months now, and just, I've always got my hand in so many cookie jars. So I'm going to explain to you what some of the differences are in these journals. This is the new style journal that Natasha over at Treasure Books had started, and I just did mine a little bit differently, which I've explained that because I do have a process of putting one of these together, just not this journal. It was the ice cream summer journal that was the process video of putting one of these together. This one here is just your regular style sewn in the spine journal, okay? And as you can see, they're very, very similar. There are many similarities between the two, but I wanted to have them to put in my Etsy shop, and they're really coming out fantastic. Some of the differences is you can see right here first, we got the Sari silk closure on this one, but I ran out. I only had like probably this much left, and that wasn't going to work for this journal. So we did these sheer Chanel closures. It's in like a cream color, and I figured that worked fine for that part of it. Also, our trims are different, and the reason those are different is because I misplaced this trim, and I had plenty of it left to do this journal, and I searched and searched and could not find it at all. So I don't know where I've put it. I've looked in I've got like this 3 stackable set of plasticware, and they're probably about 5 inches deep each one, and that's where I keep all my trims, in those 3 storage bins, and it's nowhere. I don't know where it went. It was on my table last I saw, so I went with the white rickrack. Now I did have these couple of like burlappy styles, which I just did not like on the cover at all. So I went with the white rickrack front and back, and you'll see here we got little spots of color on the back of this. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. And what happened was my dauber was flaking, and it was on here, and when I was working on it, it was laying in it, and now it just adds that much more to the journal, I think. But I just wanted to bring that up about the little brown spots. The front you can't see because it's covered up with the cover. And that's another difference, is the covers are different. I wanted to use both of them. These kits came from Polka Art Studio. It was a fabulous, gigantic kit, and it was perfect, which changed my mind a lot about what I was doing with the journals, because I was going to initially do a red and white gingham for the journal, but I felt like this worked better, and you guys will see the pages of this in a moment. Another difference is the insert is cream here and white on this one. No reason for, I just wanted a cream color one in this on this one. So that's the only difference. Now these journals are not going to get all of your regular tags and journal cards and all that, because they are cookbook journals. So they're going to have recipe cards instead. And these journals are also made for lots of writing in them, to write favorite recipes down, or to share a favorite memory or whatever. I kept the cookbook in mind the whole time I was working on this. Now these journals are both going to have vintage cookbook pages in them. I believe each signature has 2 cookbook pages. There's going to be a total of 8 vintage cookbook pages sewn into these signatures of these journals. So those are the outward differences to this. Of course, this one, since it's a regular sewn in, I still have my threads here because I don't know yet if I am going to dangle anything or what. I don't know yet. If you watch the process video, you know that this one you won't see them. In this one, you're just going to see a line in the center of where the thread is because they're all to the outside and tucked away, so you will not see those threads. Okay, so let's just choose one to go through, and these are going to be very similar, and I will show differences in this other journal. Okay, so like I said, the kit is from Polka Art Studio, but there are some recipe pages that I got from Charm Studio because the Polka Art Studio one didn't have as many of the recipe pages. So I went and got some from Charm Studio, and you see those as we go through here. They matched the kit beautifully. Now each of them has this main page. This is main dishes, hearty meals. That doesn't mean that the person has to put main dishes in this part of the journal. That's just, I just liked the idea of them having sections like that. You're going to see a lot of pockets and stuff that are made with the pages as well. Like this is glazed ribs. And it's pretty almost the whole recipe. So I thought that was kind of cool. We got some stickers. I don't remember where I got these fussy cuts from. I will put it on the screen. But I put them on sticker paper. And I think they add so much to one of these pages. So here's a tuck here. Here is one of our flip out pages. Now this journal is not done. We're going to actually do a craft too when we're finished. Another difference here is these cookbook pages. Let me find my first one. Torn edges on this one. It does not affect the inside of the page, but these have the torn edges. This one does not. And I used a little piece from my snippet roll and added from the kitchen of for that. So this one will have something on it as well. So that was one of the differences. Here is the recipe page from Charm Studio, and look at how it matches. This is the kit from Polka Art, and it just fits in so well to, you know, even like this front page. There's a lot of gingham, hints of gingham in it. So yeah, they fit so well. You're going to have a lot of lined pages. And the pages that are backgrounds like this are going to be the only ones that have pockets. And not even all of them are going to have pockets. Okay, especially with this journal. You got to watch with these journals. As I said before, this is the amount of space you have to work with. Okay, you don't have like the built-in spine like this, where you can determine, you know, how much space you're going to have. So this one, you've got that much space. But really, you know, I can get quite a bit in here because it did stay pretty much where it was supposed to when I put it together. So we do have some space to put pockets and stuff. But we just need to watch it with those. So not all background pages will have the pockets. We're just trying to do a quick flip through of this. All these pages can be wrote on. None of these are going to have pockets. It's going to be primarily for writing memories or recipes or just anything that has to do with, you know, the kitchen. We got this one with a pocket here, as you can see there. Lots of places to write, and I wanted that for these cookbook journals. This is a really cute feature. This is another recipe page. We got a little sticker on there, part of a recipe, fluffy sponge cake, but it folds down, and there's more writing space for another recipe, but also it's a belly band, so multi-purpose, multi-function. So writing here, Plus you can put a recipe card back behind the belly band as well. And the other journal has that as well. This page, particular page right here, there is one of these pages in each signature because I love the list. So this can be used for so many different things. So there is one of these in each signature. Here's another one of those. Here's another neat feature here. This is a corner tuck right here. But also it opens here for writing and back here for writing. So I thought that was really cute idea. Again, multi-function. You can put a recipe card in there. This is not, all the pockets are not in here yet. There's another flip. It'll probably have something else on the fold out. Lots of writing. I don't think this one's going to have anything on it. Or that one. This is the one that comes with the Polka Art Studio. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same style, but there just wasn't as many of them. Look at these. The pantry inventory, fridge inventory. Love these pages. A Sunday through Saturday little page here to write whatever you know you'd want to put on it. We got a side tuck right here for more recipe cards. Here's another flip. I haven't decided on this back page, but look at how well it corresponds with this page. I thought that was beautiful. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it like this or what I'm going to do. So I left that alone for now. The second signature, I thought right here we could reprint and that would be a cute pocket. Another flip out there. Here's a cute little pocket here that corresponds with that page. See, there's another one of those. All this space for writing recipes down. These ones that are blank, I haven't decided yet in these first couple of signatures. Love this layout right here, how this works with that page. So we got a belly band here for a recipe card. Another flip there. See, as you can see, there's lots of these vintage cookbook pages. Lots of information on there too. And then this one we did a tuck on it right there. Another pocket there. The other flip out. I love this. Look, it just says method right there. Thought that was great for, you know, maybe a specific recipe and you gotta do something specific for it. I thought that was cool. Then the third one, this one is cakes, pies, and sweet bakes. The second one here was bread, muffins, biscuits, and rolls. And I did corresponding pages. So here's a Black Forest cherry cake. Of course, you don't get the whole thing because it's cut off, but I didn't want to fold that up and fold this because it was going to be just extra bulk. Banana nut cake, chocolate chip cake, I mean, just all kinds of recipes. This could be a really cute belly band right here. I might do that for storing something in there. The pages just correspond so well together. There's another method page. And back here, I haven't done any more pockets and stuff. More cakes. Applesauce cake, triple fudge cake, Williamsburg orange cake. Just lots of recipes that you can actually try out because a lot of them are in their entirety. Just the bottom ones aren't. So right now I'm just showing you the other pages. Like I said, there's no more pockets. That's as far as I got with it. As far as you saw the pockets go. Look at this. Interesting. These are spices and seasonings and stuff that goes well with each thing. Bread, beef, lamb, poultry, fish, veggies, pasta sauces, and turkey. So whatever spices, herbs, whatever seasonings, it tells you what goes best with each of those. Another recipe page. There's another one of those. Just so full of cooking. I love it. And then our last one is appetizers, dips, and starters. And so we're going to have a lot more places to write measurement conversions. That would be cool. Then someone could have like a pocket. They could add a pocket or use this and just put their conversions. There is a conversion chart in this kit somewhere. Bean dips, hot clam dip, hot bacon bean dip, just dips and all kinds of stuff. Just different things that you can, there's a note page. Here's peppered cheddar dip, nippy blue cheese dip, guacamole. I need to get that recipe. I want to make my own guacamole. My brother-in-law, one of my brother-in-laws makes a really great guacamole. Love this page too. So that is what the journal is looking like. Tea biscuits. And there's that other page, the last one. Well, I know there's a conversion chart in here somewhere in this journal because I saw it. And then this journal is pretty much the same, but you guys know that this journal, no matter where you're at, is going to lay completely flat, which everybody loves that idea of a journal being completely flat. And so it's got all the same, well, it doesn't have the same recipe pages, obviously, or cookbook pages, but as far as the kit goes, it's got the same pages in it. So yeah, that is what they are looking like right now. So for this page, let me see where I was working at. I don't think it was that far. For this page, I don't think we're going to attach anything to this page. I think we're going to paper clip to this page, okay? I'm not wanting to attach to it. This is what we're going to do. Because the other page that I did the pocket, I still have this. Okay? And what I want to do is I want to make a full page flip out that can be taken off and written on and then stuck back in. So I got this, it's 26-pound resume paper, and this is by Southworth. And I have a whole box of it, and I went ahead and folded it and inked all the pages, or inked all the edges. So we need to get another sheet of this. I am sorry guys, it's 24-pound resume paper. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to this one. And we're going to fold this as perfectly as we can. If you don't get it perfectly folded, you can trim it. You can just trim off those edges that are not perfect. But we're going to see. This one looks much better. This one right here, I just trimmed the barest edge just to make it a little more straight looking. Okay, and so what we're going to do is ink. We are using ground espresso today. And we're just going to ink all the edges, folds, creases, all that stuff is going to get inked to look like the other one. Okay. Now Now let's see which way this folds. Nope, it's not that way. There we go. Okay, yeah, you can tell by the way it feels when you're trying to refold it. Okay, there's those. I think I'll just use this one piece. I've got two pieces of this because I was trying to use the same thing. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. And we're going to mark this. Okay, and we're going to cut that. We'll just work on one of these for now. And we're going to take this and we're going to glue it onto our folded paper. This is just a nice, simple, easy addition for writing space in your journal. Okay, and you can either put this in a pocket, make it a pocket, or like we're going to do, we're just going to clip it onto the page. Now I did these in my last year journal. I had done a lot of folded page projects that I could just write a whole day of journaling on it and just, you know, attach it into my journal. And they're really helpful. So we're gonna glue this on the front. So let's get our glue here. I didn't have a paper that was a corresponding color. I should look and see what I got instead of having this be the same color, right? I'm thinking I've got one that didn't go on there very straight. There is a kit page. Oh my goodness, I cannot get this to go on here. What are we doing? I'm gonna have to re-glue it at this point. Boy, something wasn't cut straight. But I do have a page that's this color. I wonder if I should do that, because now that I'm looking at this, I don't think that I want it to be the same pattern for that page. I think the reason I did that because I was going to, my initial thought was to attach it to the page and make it like a corner tuck. So it would be on here like this as a corner tuck. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think I would rather have a corresponding color like this. Would be really pretty to attach here. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let's just work on this one right now. We'll just work on this right now, and then if I decide to make one that's got the coordinate, there's another page that's got this color that would probably look good on there. But so now you've got this that can open up and it can be written on, and the reason I decided not to attach it to the page is because now it can be detached and it can just be pulled out and written on. And then it can just be folded back up and then put into the journal. And then you've got these three sides too as well. So I've got a page here. Oops, I'm tearing it. This is some sentiments. And I thought I would want to put a sentiment on. So, farm to table, I like that. Made with love. Let's do the made with love. I'm not sure, I don't remember the shop name of where I got this, but I think it was in one of the recipe card kit that I got for the recipe cards. I'm not sure, but I can put it on the screen. Okay, so we're going to use this. Just trim that off the side there. And what do we want to put behind this? I also have like some more stickers to use, these fussy cuts here. I don't know that. Okay, see now, like the jars I think would look okay. But we don't need something really bold because we've got the cups. But I feel like we need something to break it up a little bit. That's too big. Look at that window. I think I'm going to go with these jars. I'm going to cut these jars out. And this is just on the Avery transparent matte. It's actually called matte clear, not matte transparent. You can't find it if you put it in transparent. It took me forever in one day to find this sticker paper. And now I just use the purchased before, but now I know how to find it. So, and as you know, I like to trim as close as I can to my image. Okay. I think this will look okay down here. And then we can just put the Made with Love here. We do have, I got glue in my fingers. I hate that when I'm using sticker paper, because this stuff is really sticky and it'll pull everything off your fingers and then be stuck underneath your sticker. Fussy cuts are amazing to use on sticker paper. And as I said before, you can use your foam folder and rub it on, and you can see exactly where you need to rub it on, and then it just makes it look like it was part of the paper. It's just amazing what you can do with that sticker paper. Okay, and now you guys know what's coming. This is all really ratty here. And that's okay. We're just going to see where we want to cut and tear. So we're going to try to tear. Nope. It's really hard to do when you have just a small area. We're going to get all these extra strings hanging on here. Okay, and now we're going to get this part, because there is a difference between tearing it and then having all the strings hanging off. There's a real difference between tearing it and cutting it. You can see it. And then that's going to go, I think we're going to glue this onto our muslin first. You know what, I want to, those edges are sticking out. Okay, so let's glue this first. And then just get that where we want it. glue this in the back. Just like that. And put it on. Just like that. Love it. And it's just something simple, something easy to do to add extra writing space but not take up a whole bunch of room in your journal. So let's get our journal here. And find that page that I wanted to use, what I was initially going to attach it to. If I can find it. Did I go too far? There it is. And we're going to get a paper clip. And, you know, you can decorate your paper clips up too. You all know that. You can just add like ribbon to it. We can also just attach to this part right here. Or you can attach the whole thing, however you want to do it. But if you do it this way, then it's not going to show through on the front of your page. You can just have it like that and you won't see the paper clip on there. See, just like that. And, you know, also, you know, if it is paper clipped on, you can still stick something behind it too, just like that. So, I'll let you guys know what I decide, if I decide to keep this or do a different pattern. I would include it, but I feel like this video is super long right now. And we would do another one with the corresponding color on this one. But like I said, I feel like this video is going to be pretty long. And I've already paused it once, or I split it. I actually don't have a pause. I have to just stop it. And so I can't see what the time of it is. So anyway, that's what we did today. That is the cookbook journals so far. I'll probably have these done within the next week, I think. If you guys remember, I wanted to have these 2 cookbook journals done and the 2 Bible study journals for my daughter and I done before vacation. So that's what I'm striving to do. I like to make these plans and actually complete them. So we will see what's going to happen. But if you guys have any questions about what we did today, just ask them down in the comments below. And I will be more than happy to answer whatever questions that I can. Let me know what you guys think of these 2 journals. What style you like. Do you like the flat open style? Do you like just the regular basic sewn in spine style? Let me know that down in the comments below as well. But that's all I have for you guys today. I thank you so much for staying tuned, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.